All right, man. I got my girl Saya in here. What's good, babe?
What up, Tone?
What's happening?
I mean, in your city?
Yeah, no, you're in the city. We had a chance to hang out. Thank you for getting me completely, but that's a whole nother story.
you got me completely.
Yeah. Hey, man, let's talk about it. What's been going on with you?
Nothing, man. Just moving around, trying to see a couple things in other cities.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in LA for a while, so I just felt like it was time for me to come back this way.
Okay, so all right, let's rewind a little bit for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, so we know the reality part of it. You was doing reality television,
Yeah.
and then stopped that music, and then I just saw you recently in the First Purge.
First Purge, yeah.
So which I like. So I mean, so what's been going on? Let's talk about all of that.
Well, Sister the Hip Hop, that was a great part of my life. That T.I. definitely involved me in. I think it was super dope because it was empowering for women. So we needed that at that time. We needed to show unification between female MCs, and that worked. So, but it was 3 years. We did it for 3 years. That was enough.
Right, that's enough. Right.
That's more than enough. You know what I mean? And then continuing on, it was just all about music. And then I started getting into acting. The first movie I did was Deuces with Lorenz Tate, Megan Good, Lance Gross, and them. Yeah. That was crazy. And then I just started getting sucked into more acting stuff.
Mm-hmm. So what we got? So the First Purge. Now, what happened after Deuce? So was the First Purge after Deuce?
Nah. Deuces was first. That was 2016. The First Purge just came out the 4th of July this year. I'm in another movie also, a short film called The Line that Common actually produced.
Okay.
With AT&T Hello Labs. That just came out. I got another movie coming out called ERL. I got movies coming out.
Really?
Super dope, yeah.
So it's dope. So no TV. You went straight to the big screen.
Yeah, man.
Like in a sense where I mean, outside of reality telling anything scripted, that's cool. So I mean, I always like this is the thing. This is the purpose, really, just really kind of talk to people about their journey. Like, I mean, how did it all start for you?
I started rapping when I was 7. I got in the game when I was 12, so I've been in the game 20 years. And it's just been nonstop for me. Like, it's all I know. It's all I breathe. And I wouldn't even know what to do outside of music.
Really?
Yeah. That's it.
And being openly gay, you think that, did you ever feel like, yo, that's going to be something that was going to limit you, or did you just never even...
Nah, you know what's crazy? Because I came out the closet when I was like 12. I knew I'm gonna consider a gold star. I've never been able to get out my life. You dig? So,
right.
I always knew, and as long as I'm comfortable with it and I live my truth, everybody else is gonna follow suit. Like, that's important. A lot of people out here are not living their truth, which is why they're not being accepted.
Right.
Or people see people capping, like, we're gonna call you out on that. And then me just being in the industry for 20 years, like, I'm literally one of the first openly gay female MCs that look like me, to open doors and break down barriers. 20 years in the game, you know what I mean? Right.
So, I mean, let me ask you this. Do you think now, because, especially with where it looks like what you're saying, is that, the acting is really taking off. So what is that doing for you, for music-wise for you?
I think it's great because it's putting me in front of people's faces that probably don't even know about me. You know what I mean? It's acting, dude. It's feature films. You got to go to the movie theaters to see me. That's a whole nother life.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm just saying. My point being is this: it's like, yo, do you feel like, hey, like, yo, I might not be a rapper anymore. I might be an actress.
Nah. I could do both. I'm pretty good at multitasking. So I mean, they go hand in hand. It's great. You end up in good rooms, rubbing elbows with people, but they both benefit each other. I'm a rapper. I can also put my music in movies that I'm doing, licensing. You know what I mean? So it works.
Right, absolutely. So I mean, for somebody like, because of course, I'm sure you get people like, yo, in your DMs constantly, like, yo,
my DMs
like,
is wild.
I bet. I'm like, yo, can you help me get on, or how do you? I mean, like, what's that process like for somebody? I always try to explain to them that there is a little bit of magic involved too with music.
I mean, there wasn't no magic for me. Like, I hit the ground running. I'm from the era of, like, real authentic hip hop, like, guerrilla marketing, like in the streets with your music and on CDs. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm always open to, like, meeting people and listening to their music and trying to help them. Like, I think that's important.
Okay.
Like, you can't kick down people who are trying to, like, live out their dreams. No. At least they're trying.
Right. At least they're definitely trying. Now, let's move into the romantic side of things for you. You had somebody here in Chicago that was I think was a little bit tore up over you. I think if I'm right, was it somebody? Maybe I'm wrong. I think it was you, but it might not be. It might not be. It was somebody that was from here. But if you don't want to tell us, it's all right. I don't know. So have you ever dated anybody from Chicago? Let's ask that.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Are you? So we got to talk about that.
Okay, we'll talk about okay. It's all right.
Shout out to Chicago though. Chicago has some beautiful women though.
I mean, do you feel like? I mean, this is the thing. Do you feel like that's something that you focus on? Like everybody has a personal life, but I mean, especially in this type of business, it's kind of hard to have one of those because of the schedule and the amount of people that you come in contact with.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely hard being in the industry and trying to find true love, quote unquote. Like, you never really know people's intentions or what they're out for. But for me, like, I can't see myself chasing love because that wouldn't be authentic. That wouldn't be real. You know what I mean? Like for me, I believe in life partners, not as soulmates. A very big difference. And for
what
me,
do you explain that?
Okay, so soulmate could be you. You could be my soulmate, in even as a friend. Like, but a lot of soulmates and relationships is temporary, like 2-3 years. A life partner is somebody that you might not even love in the beginning, but you grow with them for years. Like this is someone that you're gonna go to the grave with, you know. And to me, I feel like that's important because I can't do temporary no more. Like I've done relationships that were so temporary and painful. Like it sucks. Who wants to go to that?
Right.
I'm cool.
Okay. All right.
That's Somebody need to put a ring on my finger, man.
There it is. There it is. And let's talk about again. Let's go a little bit back into the music a little bit.
Yeah.
So you being here, you came to Chicago. I mean, is it something you trying to collab with somebody? You looking to work with some people? Are we trying to say, okay, I'm gonna go to some different spots, some different markets, and try to figure out who I'm gonna work with? I'm gonna release an EP. What's planned for that? What's the plan?
Yeah, well, coming to Chicago, there's a lot of things that I'm trying to work on out here. Not just music, with other artists. I'm doing a juice deal with this guy named Joe, Urban Juice. I'm gonna do a collab with him. Incorporate CBD with that because I'm a mental health advocate, and I'm trying to tap into the cannabis and bring both of them together because it's very important, especially in the black community. It's not talked about, and it's sad because a lot of cats are losing their life due to mental health. So that's another reason I came out here. But yeah, music for sure.
Yeah, let's go into the mental health part of it. I mean, what caused you to become a mental health advocate?
I suffer from severe anxiety and depression.
Okay.
So dealing with that and also being an artist and an actress, like it's a struggle. Like it's times where I won't even leave my house for weeks.
Wow.
And it's not because I don't want to. It's because I physically can't. Like that's how bad my anxiety would slip me into depression at times. And it's like you have nothing to be depressed about, but I can't control, like, you know what I mean, like mental health. It's a very serious thing, and a lot of people try to shove it under the rug and act like it doesn't exist, especially again in the black and brown communities. Like they look at it like, oh, you ain't sick, like get out of here, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it's a real thing. It's
definitely a real thing, and I mean, I guess I always the quote, "Knowing is half the battle," but it is knowing is half the battle. I mean, I've been hearing people say stuff. What's the CBD part of it?
See, how do I explain CBD? CBD is it's from the actual weed, the buds, but it's kind of like, I guess, the leftover juices. It doesn't get you high like weed does, but it has the calming elements. You know what I mean? Like it calms you down. It just balances you the way it should. But I do have my own cannabis strain with this company called Pearl Pharma out in LA. I curated a bud called a stir, so it helps people with anxiety and depression. Like it helps them as far as everything.
So you got your own weed?
Yeah, got my own weed. Working on the CBD juice.
That's cool.
I actually got my own. I have my own leaves with shine papers that I created as well. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. There it is. I like that. I like that. I like that. I mean, is there really anything else? Because really, the conversation with you, I could keep having. There's tons of layers to you. I don't want to keep you too long. But I mean, as far as like for people, for the people that are listening, I always want to, or watching, or whatever, whichever one they do. I definitely want to speak. You speak to your community as well, and I want you to kind of tell people like how they can go about being successful, and I think that's what people need to hear, especially from somebody that's doing it.
Being successful is staying true. Having the ambition and determination to wake up every morning and go. You know what I mean? Even when the world is against you and it feels like nothing else matters. You know what I mean? Like it's not working. Like it has to work, and that's how you have to think. You know what I mean? I'm also into Buddhism, so I just have a different way of thinking. And failure for me is not an option. Failure for anyone should not be an option. It's like you have one life to live. We're not here forever. This is not gonna keep going on forever. So you have to live in the moment and do your everyday best to live your best.
Right.
And it's important.
Yeah, I think these conversations that we having, doing it for real.
Yeah.
Now it's time for shameless plugs. Now. Now it's time for shameless plugs.
Yeah.
Tell everybody how they can follow you, what they need to be looking for, what's coming up.
I'm back in the studio. New music on the way. I just cut a record called Slide. I'm about to drop. I actually recorded out here in Chicago. Chicago put that vibe on me.
There we go.
Yeah, shout out to Chicago in the cold weather. Yeah, so just new music on the way, more movies. You can find me on Instagram, SIYA, all music platforms. My music is on there. Yeah.
And you got a pop-up too or something coming.
Oh yeah, I got a pop-up on Sunday out here, man. At the leader store. Come through, say what's up to me. Come drink some Henny with me, you know. Shameless plug, Hennessy, what's up, man? You know. Shut up, man. Come on.
There it is, man. Sign with us, man. You know what it is, man. Kapone's Conversation. Thank you for watching. You know what it is, GCI. All right.